And next I'm going to introduce Amanda Richline, who I became friends with years ago, and she spoke at an event for us. She is amazing, and wait till you hear her story. You know, we're here all talking about statistics. This is about real life. Amanda represents Unshattered Incorporated in my district too, which is amazing. It's an incredible nonprofit in our community that empowers women in recovery by helping them gain financial independence. And it's a great example of the kind of successful programs we really need to be investing in going forward. So Amanda, come on up. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sue. It's an honor to be here today and to represent Unshattered and also represent people in recovery. In 2007 and 2008, I was in back-to-back car accidents where I broke my back, fractured my kneecap, and nearly lost my arm, had multiple surgeries, and was prescribed prescription painkillers for an extended period of time. I tried everything that I could think of to get off of those painkillers, and by the time my doctor stopped prescribing them to me, I was already addicted. It wasn't long before I was introduced to heroin, and when I started doing heroin, it took everything from me. It took custody of my 2 children, relationships with my loved ones, my family. It took my dignity, my self-worth. I did things that I never thought that I would do to get that drug. And I didn't think I was ever going to get out of it. I am just so grateful, Linda, for you sharing the story about your son, and that could have been me, and I thought it was going to be. I was incarcerated in 2015 when 2 women came and shared their story of how they found recovery. I ended up going into that program for 6 months, and unfortunately, this is how the relapse cycle works. People go back into their communities where they're from, and they pick right back up where they left off, which increases the risk of overdose. Relapse significantly increases, and that's what happened. I picked up basically the same day that I left the program, and I stayed out for 10 months, and by the grace of God, I made it back into that program. I completed their year-long program. Successfully, I regained custody of my children, and I was introduced to Unshattered. It is an organization that is ending the addiction relapse cycle by providing pathways towards economic stability and sustained sobriety, and it's working. I've been employed with Unshattered for 4 years. I'm now in a leadership position. I get to speak into the lives of other women that are on my team and coming onto the team. I get to advocate for them, and that's what I'm doing here today. They're incredible women. People in recovery are resilient. We're fighters, and we are an incredible resource if our gifts are used in the right direction and having a purpose. That's what Unshattered offers. It offers a purpose. It offers meaningful work in a community of like-minded individuals where we can encourage one another and lift one another up. I work with some of the best women, and I love each one of them so much. I wish everybody had that opportunity. I think where this money should really go, it's not just about getting people to recovery. There's lots of recovery programs. What is the next step? Like Sue said, if you're homeless, or I'm sorry, Linda said, if you're homeless, like you don't have options. But what organizations like Unshattered are offering are an opportunity to restart your life in a new community with resources that can allow you to rebuild. And that's what I've been able to do. I actually am going back to school to get my degree in business administration. I've been given so many amazing opportunities through working for Unshattered. Like I said, I'm in a leadership position, and I last year was selected as a 40 Under 40 award recipient through Dutchess County Chamber of Commerce. It's just such an honor to be here today, and I want to be a voice for those of us in recovery, and I think that it's so important to hear from people who with lived experience, who have gone through, who have family members that have been lost to this disease. Thank you so much for having me here today. It's been an honor.